Hello lovely people, in this tutorial I wanted to show you how to do some special effects makeup with latex. And we're gonna create this. Looks kinda gruesome, but it's not that difficult to make, so let's create it together, shall we?
We start off with a clean bare hand before we apply our first layer of latex. The first layer will dry the quickest and become sticky, so be sure to use a fair amount of latex on your sponge and spread it equally. Latex will dry up transparent if you applied it equally and not too thick. Also, the ammonia in latex will evaporate easier if you don't use too much product. It's better if it doesn't get absorbed by your skin. In the second layer, you can try to fix some of the edges you messed up. Don't worry if it looks a little bit bumpy, you can still work with it. Build up the layers of latex until you think you can work with it and it still looks like skin. Most of the time I use 3 to 4 layers. If you have some blobby spots that didn't want to dry transparent, you can gently press them to let them blend in a little bit more. Get some sharp tweezers to rip the latex open. You can be quite rough on the latex, but be careful with your own skin. We don't want real wounds. Infections don't usually grow in a straight pattern, so divot the scratches in direction and size to make it look more realistic. Messed up pieces in the latex are perfect spots to create a wound. Hereby you cover up your happy little mistakes. You can also fold and press the latex together to create a thicker edge. By mixing some red and black face paint, you can create a blood-colored paint with which we are going to fill up the wounds. It will look awesomely gross if you put color under the latex. That way you can create blisters. Add a little bit more black to make a darker paint to get the idea of dried blood. With this we align the edges of the wounds to create some depth. You can slightly blend the colors by tapping it with your finger. It will create some realistic, darker and lighter spots. Put some of the bloody paint on your finger and tap it on the skin between the wounds to make it look irritated. If you think you made it too heavy, just get a cotton swab and some makeup remover and play around with it till you're satisfied. To give the edges of the wound some more definition, I filled up the area underneath the latex with some more dark blood paint and aligned the outside for a bit of shadow and irritation marks. Also, fill in deeper lines in the latex to give them more depth. Mix some blue, red, purple and black to create the color of a bruise. Don't mix them totally, so you have color variation. Bruises don't consist of one color either. Tap it on the skin and play around till you think it looks good. A lot of bruises and wounds have a yellow undertone, so that's what we're going to add next. It's the easiest to apply some spots with a sponge, since it's a light pigmented color. And just like other colors, blend it with your finger. The sides of a wounded area will show some slight redness, so we line out the latex area with some red face paint. Bony areas with thin skin will get irritated fast, so those places we are going to give some redness to. Now get some petroleum jelly and carefully apply it on the wounds. This will make it look like the wounds are fresh and moist. And since it won't dry out, it will stay like that. Basically, the wounded area is now done. Mostly, I keep my wounds like this. Looks just like a nice gross wound and realistic. The latex is nice because it just looks like real skin and you can gross out your friends by lifting it. But if you like, you can add some fake blood to make your wound a little more gore. Use an old brush, cause fake blood is nasty and sticky. Just apply a little layer in the wounds, but don't overdo it, then it will look fake. Mess a bit with it on the skin to make it look like the blood spread around. Well, you're done. Ready to scare your friends or use it in a project. Good luck! Thank you very much for watching. It would be very lovely if you gave this video a thumbs up. If you would like to see more of my tutorials, just hit the subscribe button. Also, you can follow me around on Instagram and Twitter at WithoutTalking. And please don't be scared to leave any questions or comments in the comment section below. See you next time!